sweatshirt. So today we're going to be taking care of some dethatching on a lot of our properties because this weekend we have a full schedule of aeration and overseeding going on to repair some of these lawns that really suffer from the drought this year. So I'm going to set you guys up here on the camera. I'm going to try to get as much footage as we possibly can. We have a full schedule today, so I don't know how much filming we'll be able to do. I'm going to do my best to keep up with it, but I won't have too much time to really be walking around with the camera today. I'm going to have it set up, like, you know, stationed. So we'll see what we can get. And we have the kids with us today. My mom had to work today, so we packed them up and packed a lunch, and we have full charged iPads, and little B's riding around on the mower with his daddy right now. Audrey girl's having a little nap, and yeah, I'm gonna set you guys up.
So we just got the whole lawn dethatched. Did a great job. The GHS system is full right now. We're gonna dump it, and Renee's gonna suck it up with the leaf loader. This is our leaf box that we're running this year. I just built it. The one we had last year was a little different, but it wasn't strong enough, so I built this one a little heavier duty. We used some heavy duty plank and 3/4 inch plywood. Hopefully this works out well. Let's fire it up and get this debris sucked up. While Renee's sucking that pile up, I'm just gonna go over the lawn one more time without the dethatcher down, and then just suck up the rest of the debris.
right, guys, so we just pulled up to our next property on the schedule for dethatching here. This is another property that is also on our aeration and overseeding schedule for this fall. Brandon seems to be up there talking to the customer about something. But anyhow, I wanted to touch base with you guys about this box here. I know Brandon briefly mentioned it earlier, so I just wanted to come over here and explain what we got going on. We've had a different setup in the previous years. We've tried a few different things here and there. I know Brandon tried in the past years to get away from the full wood box because it is like really heavy to assemble it and everything from season to season. But here we are, we're back to a wooden box because we just felt as though the other designs that we were using, we always stuck with the side planks being wood and stuff, but he's tried like tarp around the whole rest of it. It just didn't seem to work out for us. So let me just briefly go over this with you guys. We have the planks on the sides. He does have a tarp on the top for ventilation. He says a few areas in through the sides here for some ventilation. And there is a small gap in between each of these boards to vent out as well. The back here, the other day when we were talking about design, Brandon and I had like kind of a difference of opinion in design with what we wanted to do with this thing. So his initial plan was he wanted to have one door that opened upwards so that when he dumped, the door came up and then, you know, the debris came out. I said to him, I don't really think that's gonna work for me, because last year when we had like sticks and stuff, we did have that kind of design, but it wasn't this heavy 3/4 inch plywood like we're using this year. It was kind of like a thinner wood. It just didn't work out. I said, Brandon, I do not see myself getting in the back of this dump or trying to hold up 3/4 inch plywood up in the air while trying to put debris in the back that can't get through this leaf loader here, you know, like sticks and stuff like that. So I said, I really want to see like a 2-door design that we're able to open up when we need to get in the back there. He really didn't care for the idea. But on a side note, he started building this thing. I was busy the day he started building it, and I came out and it was like half done, and I'm like, oh, well, what's going on here? I noticed that there's like the 2-door design here that's going to open up like how I described. And he's like, well, you got your wish. So I don't know if I actually got my wish or if he did a little bit of thinking about what I explained to him and realized, you know what, it kind of makes sense what she's saying. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll ever really know the real reason behind that. But anyways, so basically the design with this is it opens up, and he has these like little latches here. Or if they want us to stop. All right, sorry for that little interruption, guys. Brandon had to talk to me about something regarding a customer. Anyway, so he's got these like little hooks on here so that when this does open up, he can latch it to the side so that we're able to dump. And also we are still hauling loom here and there. This truck can only haul 1 yard of loom at a time. So typically like when we're on big job sites, we have the loom delivered. But for little areas that we're just filling in, like if we need to take a yard of loom or something to a job site, we can put it in the back of the truck here. So we're able to still load with this type of setup, which is another reason why I said, you know what, I think we really need to go with like this 2-door setup that opens up versus something that we're fighting gravity here. The thing wants to come down while we're trying to force it up. So this is what we got going on. Here's our leaf loader for the season. So this is what we're gonna try to work with. It seems to be doing well today, and we'll see what's going on.
So it appears as if whoever did the job might have gone to the wrong house, because I just called the customer and the customer said we didn't have anybody aerate the yard, and they said just basically start over and do your thing. So I guess that's what we're gonna do.
Oh, okay. I didn't tell the viewers here what we got going on, but so we showed up to dethatch this, which is why I just told you. I'm sorry that I was kind of interrupted there when I was explaining the box to you guys. So there's all this dead grass here, you know, from the drought, and we're supposed to dethatch, aerate, overseed, and fertilize for this customer. We're here to dethatch today. Aeration, overseed, and fertilizers on the schedule for this Sunday. And like we showed up and it's all been aerated. There's all these holes here, but whoever came and did it, it's all over the dead grass. So that's not gonna do anything. So we're gonna do what we were supposed to be here for, and we did touch base with the customer, like just in case, be like, you know, what's going on with this, but we're gonna resume with what we're doing. I gave them a brief overview on the leaf box there, and I don't know, I best described it as best as I can, but
we have had this problem before at this particular property. A local company, another landscape company, mistaked it for the wrong house. One time they mowed the lawn. My client called me up and asked me if I was the one scalping his grass. I said, no sir, we're not even at your house. So somebody came by, made a mess, aerated over dead grass. It's not going to do anything. So I called the customer. The customer said, well, somebody might have came by mistake. Start over and do it the way you always do it, Brandon. So I said, okay, we'll do. I just didn't want to you know, go ahead and do the job knowing that somebody had already been here. It's not the way we do things. I didn't know if the customer called somebody else or had a friend do it or whatever, but so we're gonna start over and power rake it all up, get all the dead grass out, and then get it ready to aerate in a few days.
So I'm sure you guys have seen this property on a few of our other previous videos. The gophers here love this property. They dig huge, massive holes. Our customer has filled in the holes multiple times, and no sooner thereafter he fills them in, the gophers go right back for it, and they dig them to like these huge, massive holes. I've like never seen a hole so deep. So I went around and kind of marked off all the areas here where Brandon needs to stay away from so that our machine doesn't end up in like this huge hole. So this is what we got going on. He knows to stay in clear. So these things are like super deep. Let me see if I can find one that is like really wide open so you can see really how deep this thing is. That goes way down and it like curves down into there. So we don't want a tire going into one of those and have to get them pulled out. Brand, say hi.
Hi.
And overseed on Sunday. Got all the dead grass picked up. good, looks good. Same thing over here. And I gotta talk to Brandon. We may head to one more. That'll leave us only one to do tomorrow before our schedule on Sunday. But I'm not sure because we have to go do a couple estimates, so we might go do those instead and then take care of those other dethatches tomorrow.
Hey guys, it's me for Band One here. Look at my brand new shirt. And look at mommy's shirt right here.
Yeah.
And mommy's hair. And got a haircut. I got it.
You're filming it at the ceiling, bud, not at you. You didn't get a haircut yet. You need a haircut.